Welcome back to another Europe vlog. We are now on part 4 and this is how we spent our time in Croatia. Before we get into the actual video, I just want to stop right here and fix something that I should have done in the first video. Most of the pictures you will see in these videos are not my own pictures, they are Leah's pictures. She is an amazing photographer and she deserves all the credit. So thank you so much for all the great pictures, Leah. Okay, now let's move forward. So we had our first breakfast on the cruise that morning and then headed to one of the decks to watch as we pulled into port in Split, which in case you don't know is a city in Croatia. For most of the places we went to, Leah and I put in a lot of research and found places we wanted to see, and one of those was Margin Hill. The actual start of this hike was a couple of miles away from where the ship was docked, so we had a walk to begin with, and then once we actually got to the beginning of the hike, we started on the first section as this hike was divided into several different sections. The first part was made up of stairs that led to a gorgeous view, and after that, Leah, Naomi, and I decided to keep going to the next section. This is the part where I handed over my camera to Naomi, and therefore I have no explanation for any of what happens next.
All right, we are tired, but walking. This is Leah. Hello. Okay, let's see. Can we see behind us? Look, we did all this so far.
That's only part of it.
Okay, we did a lot so far, and we have more. My parents are taking a breather. Let's see. How do I switch this thing?
Turn it off.
Oh, never mind. Look at us walking. This is a point of view of walking. There's not much to see over here. There's just water. So blue. How nice.
Except down there, it's not that blue.
How are we feeling? Oh, up we go. We're walking up the street. Up we go. It's gonna be very shaky. Well, how am I supposed to keep my body still when I'm walking?
All you're gonna hear in this video is
Say something interesting. Something interesting. So, how old are you and why are you here?
I'm 24. I don't know. It's gonna be a documentary. Oh yeah. That's Leah. I'm 23 and what'd you say?
Why are you here? Why are you on this game show?
We're on a cruise for Naomi's Masters. Woo!
We getting so intelligent.
I wish you had gotten that.
Leah, can you please explain why you're on the ground?
There's a bug.
We don't like the bugs. Let's see if we can find some bugs.
No! Okay, well, let's keep walking.
Okay, we're walking up the hill, we're walking up the hill. I'm gonna fall off that edge. I got pooped on yesterday. This is a church and this is a steeple.
I gotta take a picture for this.
Something, there's lots of people.
Once we got to this church, we tried going past and hiking some more, but ultimately decided against going any further and just refilled our water and turned around and went back the way we came. We met back up with Naomi's parents and headed back down all the sets of stairs, which seemed to be home to lots of cats. At the bottom of this hike there was a restaurant, and so we decided to have lunch there, and that is where I had the most delicious vegetable risotto I've ever had before. We all ended up sharing from each other's plates, so that way everyone could try a little bit of everything and we could try new dishes we'd never had before as well. Lunch over, we headed towards Diocletian's Palace, excuse the American pronunciation, and just like in Venice, we chose not to enter into any of the buildings, but to just enjoy the view and take in as much as possible from where we were at. During this time there was still a heat wave going on, so when the heat became just too much to handle, we headed over to get some gelato, and I had my first real taste. I don't remember what it was, but it was delicious and refreshing, which was what I needed. So, from there we ended up just walking back to the ship because it was a long walk and, again, limited time. That night, after we set sail and had another great dinner on board, we decided to go watch the entertainment for the night, and it was a magician, and it was my first time seeing one. I had only ever seen one in a movie, and it was much more impressive in person. When we got out, we had just enough time to see a little bit of the sunset, and then we headed to our room for the night. Now here's a small pop quiz to see if you guys have been paying attention. Do you remember a couple videos ago I said that our room got awfully goofy at night? Well, you're about to understand what I meant by that. The first video you're gonna see is Naomi being a complete weirdo and singing while she was trying to brush her teeth in the dark. And then the second one was supposed to be a video I could send my mom to show her how the dress looked. It didn't quite turn out like that though.
Can I help you? I'm getting ready for bed. Okay, whatever. It's a fashion show. It's a fashion show. Strike a pose. Strike another. Put your arms up. We are cute in a dress. Woo. We are dancing in a dress. Woo. Twirl. This is like strike a pose. I did. Can I have my phone now? Yes. Oh, can you turn it off, please?
Once the giggle fest was over in our room, we passed out and got some rest for the next day. The next video is the day we arrived in Montenegro and I fell in love. Thanks for watching the video and I hope you liked it, and get ready because I'll talk your ear off in the next one. Bye bye!